Okay guys, today I need your help. So I have 4 word problems and I need to read them and figure out how to make the strip diagrams, and then I need to decide if we're adding or subtracting or multiplying and dividing, and I need your help. Can you help me? Thanks. So let's go ahead and look at each of the questions and let's make the strip diagram that goes with each question, and then after we're done we'll figure out if we're adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. So remember, anytime we have a word problem, we are going to read the problem 2 times because we want to make sure we really understand it. After we've read it 2 times, we are going to make our strip diagram. After we do our strip diagram, we're going to do an estimation, and then we are going to solve so we can see if our actual answer was reasonable with that estimate. So let's get started. So the first question says, when Dante's backpack is full of books, it weighs 176 ounces. When Jason's backpack is full of books, it weighs 64 more ounces than Dante's backpack. How many ounces does Jason's backpack weigh when it is full of books? Well, that was great. We read it 1 time, and I know that we're looking for something to do with books and weight. So let's read it again. When Dante's backpack is full of books, it weighs 176 ounces. When Jason's backpack is full of books, it weighs 64 more ounces than Dante's backpack. How many ounces does Jason's backpack weigh when it's full of books? So I know I'm looking to see how much weight Jason's backpack weighs when it's full of books. And I know that it weighs 64 more ounces than Dante's. And I know Dante's weighs 176 ounces. So I'm going to make my strip diagram. Now, do I know how much Jason's backpack weighs? No. So that's what I'm looking for. So I am looking to find out how much Jason's backpack weighs whenever it's full. I know that Dante's backpack weighs 176 ounces, and I know that Jason's backpack weighs 64 more ounces than Dante. So I know 2 of the parts, but I do not know the whole. So that's one of my problems. Let's look at this one. This one says, Robert's new book has 45 pages. He will read 5 pages each day until he finishes reading the book. How many days will it take Robert to finish reading his book? Well, that was the first time, but I have to read it 2 times. So let's read it again. Robert's new book has 45 pages. He will read 5 pages each day until he finishes reading the book. How many days will it take Robert to finish reading his book? Well, I know he has a book that has 45 pages, and I know he's going to read he's going to read 5 pages each day until he's finished reading the book. And I got to figure out how many days it's going to take him. So I know my whole. My whole is 45 pages. And I know one of my parts is 5 pages each day. But I do not know how many days it's going to be. So I'm going to make my strip diagram to show the same thing. So I know that he has a book that is 45 pages long. That's my total, or my whole. And I also know he reads 5 pages each day. So he reads 5 pages on day 1, 5 pages on day 2. He keeps reading 5 pages over and over and over again until he's completely done and he gets to the last 5 pages. And I'm trying to figure out what day that's going to be. So that's why that question mark is there. This ... tells me that he's still doing 5 pages every single day. We just don't know how many days that is. Next question we have says, Lakita is allowed to talk on her cell phone no more than 45 minutes each day. What is the greatest number of minutes she can talk on her cell phone in 7 days? So I read it 1 time. Let's read it a 2nd time. So, Lakita is allowed to talk on her cell phone no more than 45 minutes each day. What is the greatest number of minutes she can talk on her cell phone in 7 days? So, I know she's allowed to talk on her cell phone for 45 minutes each day. And if she talks on her cell phone for 7 days, I'm trying to find out how many minutes she actually talked for all 7 of those days. So I'm going to go ahead and make my strip diagram. Now my strip diagram, I do not know how many minutes she actually talked on her phone for 7 days because that's what we're trying to find out. But I do know that she was talking on it for 7 days. So I have day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And each day she talked for 45 minutes. So I'm trying to find how many minutes she talked altogether. My last question says, Ava has too many comic books. Her bookshelf is packed with 205 comics. She decided to get rid of 167 of them. How many comic books will Ava have left? I read it one time, so let's read it a second time. Ava has too many comic books. Her bookshelf is packed with 205 comics. She decided to get rid of 167 of them. How many comic books will Ava have left? Well, I know that she started with 205 comic books. I know she got rid of 167 of those comic books. And I want to know how many comic books she has left. So I know my whole, or I know my total, and I know one of the parts, but I'm trying to figure out the other part. So my strip diagram would look like this. So she has 205 comics. She got rid of 167 of them, and we are trying to figure out how many comics she has left. Now, just by looking at our strip diagrams, we can decide, are we adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? So let's go ahead and do that. So I know that Dante's backpack, back over here to this Dante backpack question, I know that Dante's backpack weighs 176 ounces, and Jason's backpack weighs 64 more ounces than Dante, and we are trying to figure out, is Jason's backpack, how much it weighs whenever it's full. So if I'm putting these two numbers together, what am I going to do? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Let me hear you. Oh, I heard some of you say it right. We are going to add, or we're going to do addition to solve this problem. Let's look at this one. I know that Robert's book, he has a 45-page book, and that he's going to read 5 pages every single day. So he reads 5 pages here, 5 pages here, 5 pages here, 5 pages here, and then finally, the very last day, 5 pages here. But I want to know how many days that is. So I'm starting with my whole, or my total, and I'm sharing it equally amongst every day, and each day gets 5 pages. So since I'm sharing it equally, that tells me that I am going to do what? That's right, I'm going to divide, or I'm going to do division to solve this problem. Let's look at this one. So this one, I do not know my total. That's what I'm looking for. But I know every single day that she is going to talk for 45 minutes. So that means that I have 7 groups of 45. So since I have 7 groups of 45, that means that I'm going to, that's right, I'm going to multiply, or I'm going to use multiplication to solve this problem. So my last one, I have 205 comics to start with. I got rid of 167 of them, and I'm trying to figure out how many are left. So if I start with something and I get rid of some of them, what am I going to do? That's right, I'm going to subtract, or I'm going to use subtraction to solve this problem. Now, tomorrow you are going to take your Math Star Test. And I know you are going to do an absolutely amazing job because you are the most wonderful 3rd graders that I have ever seen. And I know you're going to show work on every single one of your problems because that is what me and all of your teachers have asked you to do all year long. I know that it can be kind of scary because it's kind of a longer test than we're used to, but I want you to try your very, 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 very best. And I want you to take your time, and I want you to show your work. So I want you to make a promise to me. So I want you to hold up your hand like this and say, I promise I will try my very best and show my work on every single question. I know you're going to do an amazing job. I'm so, so, so proud of all the hard work you have done this year. And I will see you later. Bye.